Polyshot is definitely going to out-pressure Simple here. Simple even sort of backed up from the first weapon spawn as well. He's going to have to play a very tight defensive game if he wants to get through this from Polyshot. First hits definitely going the way of Polyshot. Simple already over to the wall, continuing to take damage. Trying just to recover back to the platform. All he's really done is throw out a weapon toss so far.
Wants the sword. You saw him not even think about picking up that hammer. Wants the sword. Has the sword. You saw the stars come out. Simple burned some movement there, but he still gets to the wall. 720 Polyshot. Gonna drop the D-like ground pound, and that's gonna let Simple feel comfortable. Oh, snap. Oh, head bumped himself, and he's gonna fall. Simple gets the first stock off the misstep from 720 Polyshot.
Dude, Poly was feeling himself so hard on that, and he deserved to up until that last moment.
That was so unfortunate. He had the downlight, but he head bonked on the jump ground pound and ended up just falling to his death. But he should be able to clean up this stock, get this one back to even. Simple disarms himself.
Yeah, Polyshot going to throw those D-lights right over the corner.
No weapon spawn. It's on the right side. Polyshot not going to opt for the steal. Instead, trying to cover it, but a stop side air. Simple going for the ground pound. Didn't go over the edge with that one.
Simple now finding his way with Hammer, getting a lot of punishes here on Polyshot. Also going to have weapon control. Poly's going to stay low on that wall. Doesn't get hit by a D-light. There is a weapon spawn on the far left of the stage. We'll see if Simple trades out. Ooh, he was confident on that one, so he didn't even immediately go over, didn't throw away his weapon or anything.
Yeah, just watch the 720 Polyshot. Didn't have any options there. Full stock advantage to Simple. The side air going to catch 720 Polyshot in the air.
Yeah, like look at this momentum Polyshot can get. Is he going to even this one up? He is. So he came out of the gate.
Really good spot dodge from Polyshot.
Came out of the gate really confident, and then was too confident, got punished for it. Then Simple came back in the second stock. Polyshot needed just a few moments to kind of regather himself together, gather his composure back up, and then you saw what he did with the scythe.
Yeah, I think what it's going to slowly become is 720 Polyshot wins the offstage, Simple wins the onstage, and it's about who can get the other to that situation. But right now, we're in the final stocks of game number one. Simple with the D-Light GC down sig, not quite enough to lead to the knockout, but he still controls the corner. Side air, weapon toss, Polyshot's out of jumps, and Simple takes game number one.
Well, look at those damage numbers. Oh my goodness. 381 to 389. Simple didn't have to do that much damage because Polyshot just fell to his death. And then Polyshot didn't have to do that much damage because you saw that huge scythe momentum he had to take out that stock from Simple all the way on the right side.
Yeah, that 45-degree angle, you saw it trip up 720 Polyshot just a moment ago. And here's just that consistency from Simple. He just hits the he hits the side air, hits the weapon toss. That's all he really needs. And game one went the way of Simple. We're going into game two. Polyshot sticking with the fate.
Oh, I retweeted that tweet that was about the end-game highlights, how they look when Simple's playing. So you can find that on my Twitter in case you didn't already see it. It already got a lot of RTs and likes when it came out the other day. So it's funny, but it's also extremely true. So you can check that out at @WhoIsSparky on Twitter. It gives some love to the person who made it.
It's hyperbole. But here we go. Game number two, 720 Polyshot on the fate. Simple sticking with the Bode Bar, of course. Lots of dash jumping, lots of dancing around each other. Comes the offstage opportunity. 720 Polyshot didn't get the read.
Polyshot isn't throwing out quite as many moves this game as he was previously because he was whiffing a lot of them and Simple was punishing. Even now, he's still whiffing some of them, and Simple's doing a decent job. Almost got that. Had the short charge time on it, so it was just a shotgun blast rather than like a full laser beam. Polyshot might be taken, and he does take the first stock here.
That high toss can be tricky to do, but Polyshot does get it, and he's got some health to play with here. Simple has the hammer in hand. Not really what he's been looking for as far as weapons go. Stomp side air will put Polyshot not even to the off screen. Recovery is not even going to put him into the off screen, but he's got the sword now.
We aren't seeing the raw confidence from Polyshot anymore. It's more of a controlled confidence, which is what you need, especially if you're going to play against someone who really focuses on a lot of punishment like Simple does. He is going to find that stock, but still there's about 50 damage, maybe even a little bit more than 50 on this second stock of Simple as Polyshot is going to spawn in fresh. Weapon spawn comes in, jump neutral air, and he's going to grab that orb right away.
Neutral light gets a follow-up side light. Almost had the option there, but 720 Polyshot's neutral light comes out a little too quick for him. Nice side air to punish that dare approach. A lot of orb players, when they have it, they like to go for that dare approach because the long range, and Simple has the answer.
And it's been a lot of dash jump side airs to punish that because you're right in that area where a dash jump side air on sword will make contact.
Shotgun blast was real close to catching Simple there. Second shotgun blast. Simple going to go down to his final stock here in game number 2.
Simple being very careful. A lot of time between moves being thrown out. Really focusing on movement this game.
Yeah, Polyshot didn't throw out a move for a hot 10 seconds as he was just waiting for Simple to make a mistake and give him the opportunity. Nice recovery from Simple. Will clean up the stock. Gonna just juggle for a minute, but will stick with the sword.
He is still behind like he has consistently been so far this game. He does end up getting the stock from Polyshot, but then Poly spawns in, and Simple is about 50 to 60 damage behind.
Good movement from Simple. Got him to the other side of Polyshot, but Polyshot gets behind. Chasing with the nairs and Sares. Went for a chase dodge up to continue it, but oh, what an N-Sig read from 720 Polyshot. He's thrown out so many SIGs. He knows he can get this stock.
Ooh, goes for the
Nice
high weapon
weapon
toss
toss.
and nails it again.
Simple had enough movement. Snap, oh snap. Side air, and that'll do it. 720 Polyshot gonna take game number 2, tying it up 1 apiece.
And without those interesting KOs and stock losses that we saw in the first game, we're seeing much more standard numbers. 577 damage from Polyshot and 481 from Simple.
Simple banning out maps, leaving Demon Island on the board. We'll see if 720 Polyshot wants to go to it. Yep, we'll go back to Demon Island for game number 3.
Look at those stats. Simple didn't hit a single signature. I believe, did he throw out a down sig? I can't remember what it was, but he did end up missing it. Meanwhile, Polyshot hit about 1/5, which isn't really that bad when you look at how many he was throwing out. Like 22% is pretty good. He found some good hits. Some of them led to KOs, and he didn't get punished on too many of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is like more important than consistently hitting them is like, is he getting away with it? And Simple definitely let him get away with it. He was not getting those punishes on those N-Sigs, on those side Sigs.
Yeah, Creed, make that a stat. I want SIGs without punishment, with a little like window of time in between SIG is detected and they get hit. Thanks.
Yep.
I'll expect that next week.
Appreciate it. I expect it by grand finals, all right?
Oh no, get on it. Hurry, start Creed now, please.
Nice scoop up from Simple. The weapon toss from 720 Polyshot. Oh no, he got disarmed instead. Scoop up again, and Simple gonna get the stock. We're seeing a little bit more of Simple's hammer come in as this set progresses.
Ooh, that could be the
dare.
KO here. It's going to take a lot to get back. Polyshot immediately goes in with the GCD light, hoping that this will be the one that he doesn't drop to find that KO. He's had some bad luck with it this match so far against Simple.
Simple has been in the red for a little while now, but yeah, oh, almost caught him with the charge. Went for the longer one, the longer reach, but doesn't have as much verticality on it. Well, does get the wall touch.
Polyshot staying
No
wide
punish.
enough in the push-off column so he didn't get hit with that ground pound. Gonna find the KO there. Now Polyshot is the one who's around 50 damage behind Simple as he spawns in.
Nice double end light coming out from 720 Polyshot. You're seeing how 720Polyshot responds to Simple trying to shove him to the edge, and he's generally playing really, really high, because it's not like Simple's really doing anything about it. Like, he's just does a jump side air. But it lets 720Polyshot continue to get past him, get back onto the stage, but Simple is getting this damage.
And one thing Simple hasn't done much of recently, but has been a normal thing that he's done in the past, is like the side light, and then he waits, and then he goes for another side light, expecting his opponent to be low after that first side light, possibly burns a dodge, and then he can go to work. But he hasn't really been doing too much of that lately. It's been that first side light, and then his opponent is ripe in that territory to get hit, but Simple just sort of backs up a little bit, plays a little bit more reserved.
And that's one of the reasons why he has this stock advantage over 720Polyshot right now. Falling dare, Polyshot is not finding any hits. Simple goes for one of his greediest plays so far, which was just a side zig off an end light, and Polyshot's going to pop off big as a response. Oh, can't touch.
Simple going to pay the price for that side signature. Should have gone for a dash down signature. We know this.
It's in the rule book, but Simple still has this damage advantage. Polyshot run out a couple more moves here. Hit the neutral light, but didn't have the dodge read. Uh-oh, dodged in onto the neutral light of Simple.
Simple isn't guarding the corner as much. I think he's worried about that like nair like you were talking about, or possible like gravity cancel shotgun blast that Polyshot could throw out. Ooh, that was
risky. Nice.
That was a risky one. Went in with the down air to grab right on that corner. Could have put himself in a bad spot, but he knows how far ahead he was. Man, he got the KO there. He's going to go up 2-1 in this set, putting out a lot more damage than Polyshot did.
Yeah, Simple. He's keeping it to his name. He's keeping it simple and getting victory after victory, just chipping away at 720Polyshot. And now for game number 4, we're back to, of course, Demon Island.
Let's see these stats. Neither one of them hit a signature. Simple used 1. Polyshot used 3. Light attack accuracy was like 30+% for Simple, which is pretty darn good.
Yeah, he definitely throws out way more light attacks, but also, like, I think the big thing there is, like, he threw out 1 sig, and he got hard punished for it. I'm not expecting a single sig to come out of Simple here in game number 4.
Finding some momentum with his hammer. He's backing up just a little bit. Poly pushing into him. There's a nice punish.
Oh, there's the D-sig.
That's what you need to do. That is what you do on the corner.
Nice double nair. Simple's been really good at that. Just getting a nair, and then he'll get the extra nair for just that quick damage. You like dare, side air, and that's going to be the first stock going the way of Simple. And he can maintain this lead. He is so good at just maintaining that position.
I like that he went for the side air there, noticing where he hit the dare. A lot of players will just hit the D-Light dare, and if it's too far to the left or the right, they'll just completely abandon and not even go for anything. But he went for the 3-piece, the different 3-piece, the D-Light dare side air, so that he could find a KO there. Great work from Simple to notice that and in the moment.
Yeah, definitely great reaction from Simple. On the offstage down air, Polyshot running out of options. Sweat D-Light, ground pound. Simple takes another one, and he has a huge lead in game number 4.
Maybe your predictions were right. Maybe Simple is going to make the loser's bracket run of a lifetime. D-Light ground pound. Finally, nice Polyshot finds one of those. It did need a ground pound follow-up on the scythe to get the KO, but he's basically a full stock behind. Actually, technically more than a full stock behind.
Full stock and some change, but 720Polyshot, it's still a faith, it's still a scythe, and all he has to do is get a good dodge read on the edge, and that could be a stock from Simple. So Simple's going to be careful on the stage. And almost went for the N-Sig read, but Simple able to react and dodge away in time. That was a burn dodge from 720Polyshot, but Simple opted to go for stage. You can compare it to Pavelski, who would have immediately gone for a ground pound.
Down air into the neutral light. Simple still adding up that damage, but he's also still a little bit behind in terms of damage.
Weapon denial. all of this damage is extra credit and making it so much harder for 720Polyshot to take this to game number 5.
It won't take much to turn Polyshot red. Simple just turned red. I believe that side air turned Polyshot red. The dodge was burned.
That should be the stock.
There's the unarmed side air. The dodge comes out. D-like ground pound, and Simple is going to take that one. Not even just the 3-1 set, but that was a 2-stock game as well.
Yeah, Simple really figured out what he needed to do, got into Polyshot's head and closed it out, and that is going to be Simple. Continuing on, guaranteed a top 4 finish, and what a lower bracket run. Like, I cannot understate the fact that, like you pointed out earlier, he went into the loser's bracket in top 128, and he has been making the run today.
I mean, I told you right before this, I didn't think Simple was going to beat Machette even, and I told you I definitely didn't think he was going to beat Polyshot, but he proved me wrong on both accounts, and he's going to be moving on into the loser's semis. It's a guaranteed top 4 for Simple. After that early loss, I would not have put any money on him making top 4. Even if